So let's get started. Ladies, we're going to start seated today. So if you are particularly tight in through the hamstrings and the hips, a really nice option is to take a block and take it underneath the sit bones and just raise the hips higher than the knees. So if you're tight, that's a nice way to start. Be kind to yourself. If you're fairly open and you like the heaviness of the knees towards the mat, by all means, you can just sit cross-legged with sit bones on the mat. If you don't like cross-legged, you can sit in hero's pose. Again, knees in line with the hips, sitting between the heels, or again, taking a block in between the hips and raising the buttocks. So on that note, I want you just to get really heavy through the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall through the spine, let those shoulders elevate. Get tall, 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 like someone's pulling you up to the heavens. And then on the exhale, just roll the shoulders back and let them settle and just fall naturally. We're going to do a few more like that. Big breath in. Big breath in. Pause at the top of this inhale. Feel the fullness through the torso. I'm trying to slow my talk down. And then exhale, let those shoulders drop. Nice and heavy. Let's do two more just like that. Big breath in. Roll back. And last one. And now just let those shoulders get nice and heavy. We're going to reverse that. Inhale the shoulders up towards the ears. And then big circles forward on the exhale. And again, nice and slow. Let's do two more. Last one. Now let those shoulders get nice and heavy. Float that left arm straight up alongside the ear. Take those right fingers alongside of the right hip. Keep well grounded through the hips. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, lean to the left. So keep that left cheek nice and tight. And then a big reach and extension. Gaze forward. Walk those hands away, those right fingertips away. And get this beautiful extension from your hip all the way through your fingers. You should feel a nice stretch and an opening through that hip. Through the side body, intercostals, big reach here. Let's hold. And now just rotating open. Start to send that heart towards the heavens. Again, make sure you're seated strongly in that left cheek. And we're opening up. And now come on up again, nice and tall. Flip that palm behind you and take that palm in between the shoulder blades. So ladies, you've got options here. Hand to elbow, hand to hand with a clasp, or if you're working on your bind, you can take a strap. Have a nice little extension for the arms. Don't ever be afraid to call on your straps, your blocks. And if you are in a bind, start to float those elbows a little bit further back. So you open up even more through the shoulders. Grow a little taller through the spine on the inhale, and then on the exhale, send those shoulders a little bit further back. Find that nice stretch. And notice where you're feeling the stretch. And as always, your practice, your rules, get out of your head, get into your body, listen to what your body's saying to you. It will keep you safe. Heed its advice. One more breath here. And release the clasp, send that arm straight up. Now float that arm parallel. Palm is facing down, send it off to the right. Take that hand or the crux of the elbow, start to send that left arm closer as we extend to the right. And now take a peek over that left shoulder. And now release that. We're going to switch up. So now let's float that right hand up. Big reach to the heavens. Left fingers are on the mat. Inhale, grow tall. Keep that right cheek grounded. Start to extend to the left as we walk those fingertips away. Gazes forward. Feel that beautiful stretch, that extension all to the right side of the body this time. And now open up, send that heart up. As we just rotate slightly, big stretch here. And rise up. We're going to come into that tricep one more time. So flip that palm. Send that palm in between the shoulder blades. Again, you decide what makes sense for you. Inhale, grow tall. And on the exhale, find that extension to the tricep. Find your stretch that feels just right. We'll linger. And now release that, send that arm straight up. Take it parallel, palm flat to the mat. Go ahead and send it off to the left. So again, you decide, big reach, find that stretch, find that nice little opening through the back, the shoulder. Take a peek to the right. And now go ahead and release that. We're going to take that left hand onto that right knee. Right hand's going to come up behind us for a nice little twist. Inhale, grow tall. And then on the exhale, we rotate through, take a peek behind you, hold here. And now come on back to center. We're going to switch it up. We're going to flip that right hand to left knee, left hand behind us. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take a peek. And then go ahead and release that. Come on back to center. We're going to take those hands in front of us, just in front of the shins. Again, good grounding into the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. And then on the exhale, send the heart towards the mat as we walk the fingers away. Really important that we keep those sit bones grounded. Big reach, you take it out as far as you want and find that stretch here. And now walk it back. Ladies, we're just going to bring those knees together, facing the long edge of our mat. But while we're here, we're going to go ahead and take our strap onto the arches of the feet. So a little tension on the strap. Knees, ankles, and hips are all in line. We're going to keep our feet grounded to start. Send those arms straight out. Now, if you want to add a little bit more, you can take a light weight. I'm not. That is an option for you. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and slow and controlled. We're engaging the core. We're going to roll down nice and slow. But I want you to push down with each vertebrae. So pushing down through the pelvis. And then as each of the vertebrae land, we're pressing deeper and deeper. That's what's engaging that core. Coming down, relax. And again, feel like you're coursing. So every time you come up and down, I want you to feel that corset bringing into the midline. And again, we'll roll shoulders away from the ears. We imprint through the feet. We pull up neck, head, and shoulder. Come up to a nice tall position. We're going to pick it up just a little bit more here. We're going for 10. Arms parallel. Roll it back. Again, corset. And up. Where you really get better engagement is pushing through the spine. So we can roll up and down all day and not really activate the core, or we can get really smart and press down and feel how much more engagement we got. And we're back. Now, when counting is right, which I don't necessarily believe it is, that's 4. We've got 3 more. Two. We're going to add on the last one. Last one, come on up halfway. There's your V set. So ladies, you've got options here. I'm not going to bring a weight. If you want to, you can take a weight in both hands. We're coming into a Russian twist. I'm just going to have my hands at prayer. I'm going to lower down enough so that I can feel that corseting. I'm going to rotate to the right, elbow to the right, back to center, and left for 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, last one, come on back to center. If your hands are on with weights, they're on the side of you, in line with the knees. Again, imprint. We're going to take right fingers towards the right toe, and then left. Saws. 10, 9, 8. Should feel your core starting to kick in right about now. 2. Last one. Come on back. Hold here. Rise up, there's your big tall extension. We're gonna roll it all the way down this time. Roll backs. We're gonna stay on our backs. Once the spine had to have arrived, walk the feet in line with the hips. You know where we're going. Take those knees above the hips and tension on the elastic, ladies. We're gonna take those hands and just support the head. Elbows are in your periphery. Don't yank on the neck. Imprint firmly through the small of the back, so we're flattening out through the back. There's that core engagement. And now come on up with the shoulders, send the right leg away, find your bicycle. Slow, extend fully for 10, 9. If this bothers your neck, put your head right down. 3, 2, last one. Come on back to center, release neck, head, and shoulders. So those arms can be anywhere. They can be in a T and a V or a stop sign. Keep that strong impression. Ladies, we're gonna take our heels down slow. Again, you decide if you're extending through the legs or just dropping them down. Not dropping them, placing them down, slow and controlled. We're away for 10. Bring them back to where you started. The goal is to keep that spine flat. Shoulders flat. Breathe. Exhale, always on the most difficult part of the exercise, so when we're taking those legs away. And we float those knees back in line with the hips. We got 5 more. Last one. Come on back to center. Ladies, bring those knees close enough so that you can just wiggle that elastic up around your ankles. Again, tension in the elastic. I want you to send those legs straight up. So we're ankles, knees, and hips aligned. Bring the toes towards the shin. Pull apart, hold here, slow back for 10. Should feel your glutes engage here. 9. 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold the last one. 1 here, take them as far apart as you can. Feel the engagement in the elastic. Feel the outer legs kick in, the abductors. We're gonna pulse nice and slow, slow for 10. Bring them back. 9, 8, 7, 3, 2. Last one, hold here as far apart as you can. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it back in line with the hips. Pull the toes towards the heavens. Nice and slow. We're gonna scissor the legs forward and back. So bring the right leg forward, hold the tension, come on back. Left leg forward. Should feel your quads engage here. So again, we're imprinting heavily through the small of the back, keeping the spine safe, engaging the core. So we're in no rush today. So you want to hold that little scissor kick so we can feel the quad engaged. Now if you're doubting it, you take your hand to your quad. You should feel your quadricep engaged. Let's do 2 more. Last one, come on back. We're gonna make it a little more harder. So if you want to stay here, you can. We're gonna lower down about 45 degrees and we're gonna come to some flutter kicks here. So 10, double time, 9, 8, 7, point the toes, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Lady preference, either toes to the shins or toes to the heavens, your choice. We're gonna lower down, nice and slow for 10. Again, the goal is to take it down as long as you can keep your spine engaged. Easier version, bend the knees. You decide. We're going for 10, nice and slow. When you realize you can't hold it anymore, you come on back. If you move too quickly, you know you're gonna miss that opportunity to safely bring your legs back up above your hips. That's when you get into back problems with lower back issues. Oh, it feels good to move today, I gotta tell you. Woo! Breathe. Last one, take it down, we're just gonna hold here. So take it to wherever you can control that. Imprint heavily, we're holding. 3, 2, and 1. Ladies, bend the knees, take those knees closer so that you can take the elastic above the knees this time. And then we're gonna settle the feet back down underneath the knees. Arms alongside of the body. Now, I'm not gonna do this one because it's an inversion for me, but you're gonna imprint heavily through the small of the back. You're gonna float those hips up. Nice and slow for a count of 10 and down. Up for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay high. Imprint through the hips. Keep the feet grounded, pull the knees apart nice and slow for 10 and back. 9, 8, 3, 2. Last one, slowly lower down the hips. Take the knees to the chest, give yourself a rock and roll. Come on back to center. Bring those feet together onto the mat. Float those knees together. Take a big breath in on the exhale. Send the knees to the right. Find your twist. Once the knees line, and you shine that left hip to the heavens, take your gaze off to that left thumb. Hold here. Go ahead and bring the gaze and the knees back to center. Take a big breath in. This time on the exhale, knees are off to the left. Shine the right hip to the heavens. If you like, right ear to the mat. Hold here. Come on back to center. Go ahead and take those knees to the chest. Ladies, your choice. If you want, you can take those feet up to the heavens, still with the elastic on. You can take it to happy baby or you can take it to a roll, your choice. If you are rolling in happy baby, you're free to extend one leg out and the other. The bands don't compromise on mobility here. So again, your preference, find extension. Last one each side, it feels so good. Come on back to center, release the clasp on the feet. If you're in happy baby, let those heels drop heavy. We're gonna roll up for the count of 3 right into our neutral tabletop. So take it to a roll for 3, head to tail, 2, and 1. Come on up, find your neutral table. Hands, elbows, and shoulders are stacked right into cat-cow. Find your extension. Take a big breath in. We're rooting heavily through the knees and the shins. We're rising up to the belly. Take a gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck your tail, find your cat. Let's do one more. And we're back to our neutral table. Ladies, left side is going to stay quiet. We're going to go to the right. So keeping the left side quiet, we're going to bring that right knee in line. Fire hydrant with that right hip. Nice and slow. Don't dump on that left hip, especially if you've got some unevenness into the hips, we tend to fall to that by default. So again, strong on the left side, up goes the right knee for 10, in control. Three, two, last one. Now bring that knee back in line with the hip, send it parallel to the mat. You know where we're going. Take that knee down for a tap, send that heel up to the heavens for 10, 9, 3, last one, stay where you are. 2, take it up, it's parallel, toes are to the shin, 10 pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're not done, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg straight out, toes to the shin, toes to the mat, send that heel back for a calf stretch, hold here. Let that heel get nice and heavy. Hold for 5. And now release that, come on back to neutral table. 1 cat-cow before we switch sides. Big breath in. Looking for extension of the front body on the inhale. And on the back body on the exhale. Back to neutral table. Right side stays quiet. Let's take that left knee out for a fire hydrant for 10. Slow and controlled. 9. 4, 3, you know where we're going. Take that knee back, parallel to the mat. You're coming down for a tap for 10. Send that heel up. 9, 8, 3, 2, last one, keep it up, 10 pulses. Hold here, give me 10 more. A little pause, extend through that leg, toes to the shin, float those toes down, get heavy on the mat, send that heel back, find a calf stretch, hold here. And now go ahead and release that. Well, somebody asked for a 3-minute plank. Ha ha ha. Guess what? You're going to try and keep it for as long as you can. Feel free to come down, rest the knees, any version that you want. You can come to forearms, you can come to knees, you can come to toes, you can come to extended arms. I'm going to take the easier version. I'm going to rest periodically. Anytime I feel like it, you're going to do the same, but you're going to hold it for 3 minutes. Like Mary Lisa, when you're ready. 3, 2, 1, we're up. Now remember, we're not just hanging out here. Even when you're on your forearms and your knees, you're corseting into the midline. You're extending back and floating the hips up slightly. So you want to feel that engagement in the core. It doesn't matter which version you do, you're still doing so much good. Anytime we have a joint injury, it's important that you increase the strength on the muscles above. So if you've got issues with your knees, quads become important. If you've got issues with your hips, your core becomes important. Core is always important. Rivet in, we hold. Again, you need to come down, you need to release it. You're more than welcome to do that, but ladies, you've got this. You're stronger than you think. We just give in too much. We're not giving in. Again, so we're pushing through the forearms or the elbows, the hands. The hips are always going to be parallel, and they're always going to be floating up, and you're pulling forward so that we keep nice and grounded with the elbows and the shoulders. When we get lazy in our core, we really dump on our lower back. We do much more damage than good. We don't want to do that. As we get older, it becomes more and more important that we maintain our core strength. It keeps good posture. It helps with our balance, which deteriorates, unfortunately, as we age. And as I keep talking and talking, you're thinking you guys can't go on any longer, but guess what? You're halfway done. We're already at 1.5 minutes. You need to take a break, you take a break. We've got this. Again, corset. That's the benefit. Don't just hang out. We're not hanging. We're hanging together, but we're doing good stuff. Spoiler alert, we're going to have a break after this. You got this. As an FYI, we're more than 2 minutes in. Again, if you need to change your plank, you can. You can take it from a high arm to a low arm to a high arm, a toe to a knee to a toe. You want to incorporate some knee taps, by all means. As long as you're engaging your core, you're corseting, and you're feeling the strength build in your belly. That's what you want. We hold here. So you never want to have your hips back towards the knees. You always want to have them forward, extending towards the top of your mat. We're almost there. You got this. They are warriors. Last 10 seconds. On my mark, we're going to, not yet, we're going to send those hips back. We're going to find child's pose or shell pose, yogi's choice. Ladies, we're done. Go ahead and relax those hips back. You decide where you want to take it. Child's pose, knees apart. Shell pose, knees together. Let the shoulders get heavy, support the head, either with the block or on the mat. And take a moment. Last breath here. Go ahead and float up and stack the spine. Got more to do. So walk the hands forward. This time we're going to curl the toes under, engage the core. So we're keeping the feet in line with the knees to start. You're going to take one leg out for a tap, bring it back, and then the left for 10, 9. Slow and controlled. 2. Last one, each side. Ladies, send the hips back, walk it back, find your forward fold. Extending through the back, long and through the spine, let everything soften. Let those heels get heavy. And if you want more extension through the hamstrings, float those hips slightly back. Now you're welcome to take your head towards your mat, you know you can. Let's hold for 3, for 2, and 1. And now slowly we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Come on up. Come on up nice and tall. Big breath in, bring the arms up. Take that left hand to the right wrist. Inhale, grow tall. Big extension on the exhale, take it to the left. And rise up. Switch it up. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take it left. And come up. Nice tall spine. Go ahead and float those arms down. So you've got some options here. If you want, you can grab some weights. We're just going to start with squats, and then we are going to do some more arm weights, and we're going to bring the elastic bands around the arms as well. So your choice. Want to increase it a bit more? Grab some weights, elbows tight, or you can take them onto your shoulders. First option, we're just going to squat. Second option, you can take your arms overhead. So yogi's choice. When you're ready, nice and slow, we're going to go for 10. Take the hips back, keep the ankles and knees stacked. Root down to the heels, come on up for 10. 3, you know where we're going. For 2, everybody's favorites. Come on down, hold here. Cores engaged, ladies, up a centimeter, down a centimeter for 10. Hips are back, 9. 4, 3, we're gonna stay low, 2, and 1. Again, fire everything up, 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold here. We're going back to our squats. So again, you decided you're using your weights. Root down, inhale up for 10, 9, hold down, 8. If you're using weights, try to bring those elbows a little closer together behind the back, 7. So we're opening up to the pecs, 6, 4, 3, 2, last one, stay here. Quads are working. We're going to fire up the belly. We're going to turn to the right. So we're working the obliques here. For 10, come on back to center. 9, hands can be at heart center as well. 8, your choice. 3, 'Let's do one more each side. We're back to center, stay low. Once again, squat. You decide if weights are overhead or not. For 10, come on down. 9, squeeze. 4, 3, we're gonna stay low, you know we are. 2, last one, here we go. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hold here. Take the right leg out for a tap and back, switch it up. Left, right, stay low. So you can tell the more you engorge your core, the easier it is on the legs. That's how important the core is. 3, 9. Last one, 10. And now come on up, nice and tall. Ladies, take those legs in line with the hips, ankles, knees, and hips are stacked. Turn the toes out. There's your second position. Hands are at heart center. Again, option to keep your weights in your hands or options to get rid of them. You decide. Hands can always be at heart center. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, take those knees in line with the toes. But again, don't break the waist. Keep tall for 10. You can stay where you are, or you can take elbows in line with the shoulders as an option, your choice. With or without weights for 3. So I'm trying to give you more of an overall, a little bit of everything, making good use of our time today as we engage multiple muscles. Always a nice, efficient way to exercise, especially if you're short on time. Two more. Last one, come on down. Leave that left leg flat, float that right heel up. 10 pulses, 10, 9, 3, 2, 1. Lower that down, float that left heel up for 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, nice tall spine. Take it a little wider, ladies. We're coming into our sumo squat. So again, elbows are going to be tight with or without weight. Take the knees in the direction of the toes, bring those elbows up, squeeze in. So our heels are wider than our hips this time versus in second position for 2, 3, 6, 9, last one, stay low, 10 pulses, 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1, hold here. Float that right heel up, a little balancing work, float that left heel up, hold here. Again, weights can be at heart center or tight to the body, you decide. Now, from here, lower the heels down, come on up for 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on, lower, root through the heels, come on up. Bring those legs in line, ladies. Turn to face the front of your mat. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, take a bow, walk it out, find your downward dog. I'm going to take it to the island here. Just pedal it out. Walking the legs back and forth. Welcome to send the hips from side to side if that feels good. Beautiful. Now go ahead and relax those legs. We're going to take those hips up and walk forward. Find your plank one more time. Woo, there we go. Walk it forward, any plank, low or high. But I want you to bring your feet together this time. We're going to come into some side plank work. So again, hands can be on the mat, forearms can be on the mat. You decide. You can be on your knees, you can be on your toes. Engage, get long as we grow through the front of our mat. Take a big breath in, and then on the exhale, float that left hip up and down for 10 and 9. Slow and control. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay high here. Hold. Come on back around, find your plank. Now, ladies, I should have said you could have gotten rid of your weights, by the way, before we did this. One more time. Let's take here a breath or two. And then when you're ready, take it to the other side. And again, we're going to go down for 10. Float that hip up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, more time it, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back to your plank, any version. We're holding again, ladies. Yes, we are. So when you're ready, find the plank that suits you best. Take it to it. Right now we're holding. 1 minute plank. That's it, just 1 minute. You guys got this. So again, obviously no weights here because we're going to add into this. So the weights are out of the way for now. You got this. We're halfway. There's a lot of core requests here, so this is why we're hanging out. You got this. All right, ladies. Last 5 seconds. Beautiful. And relax. So again, we're going to take our elbows in line with our shoulders. You can clasp your hands if you like. You're going to take those knees together. But we're in a high plank, not a low plank this time. Sorry, hips are high, they're not on our knees. And we're going to rotate through. So we're going to take that right hip, rolling it towards the mat. Come on back to center. Roll the left hip towards the mat. Come back to center for 10. Right, left, right, left. Keep going. Keep going. We're almost there. 9. Last one. Come on back to center. Ladies, you're going to take it to your hands, and then you're going to walk those feet back. Find your downward dog. Walk it out. If you need child's pose, nothing wrong with that. If you need to take a break, nothing wrong with that. Be kind to yourself. We're doing good. So we've got some time. Beautiful. Now, when you're ready, you're gonna walk your hands back, ladies. We're in a forward fold one more time. And then we're gonna take that elastic any way you want to shimmy it down. You're gonna take it in our hands. We're gonna float right back up to a nice tall stack spine. And then once you're here, we're gonna take that elastic band onto our wrists. So again, important that we're stacked ankles, knees, and hips. Float those arms straight up. Take a big breath in. Core is still engaged. We're gonna bring that elastic band to the chest. Take the elbows away. Nice and slow for 10. Send it back. 9. You let me know if you need more elastics. 8. 7. I think I can get them online. I'm getting everything online these days. 6. It's dangerous. 5. 4. 3. 2. The last one, keep that elastic band at the chest. Elbows are out, straight out in line with the shoulders. Bring these elbows back behind the shoulders, opening up to the pecs for 10. Slow. 9. 8. 4. 3. 2. Last one, hold here. Give me 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold and release. Let the elastic soften. Send those arms down. Ladies, we're going to come into our biceps here. So we're going to take our right hand with our elastic onto our left shoulder. That left hand is going to come and sit into that loop of the shoulder. We're going to keep those elbows nice and tight, soft in the knees, tall in the spine. And now take that left hand towards that left thigh, slow and controlled. For 10, we're working the triceps, nice and slow. And I can't say it enough, these are great, inexpensive, lightweight little tools that we can take on all our vacations that we go on. No excuse not to be mobile. Walking, some elastic band work, a few planks, maybe some push-ups, we're good to go. Squats. Last one, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that. We're going to switch it up. So the left hand's going to go to that right shoulder. Right palm faces down in that loop. Elbows nice and tight. Let's do 10 extensions on this side for 10. 9. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold here. And release. These we're just going to take the elastic in our hands and slowly forward fold. Come into your forward fold one more time. Walk the hands forward. Walk the legs back. We're into our downward dog. Pedal it out. See how those hips are feeling? Great workout. Lots of core today. Everybody seems to want core. And then when you're ready, you decide how you want to get down to the mat. But you take your knees down. Uncurl the toes. We roll back. So we're going to come back to our sit bones. We've got a few more roll downs, ladies. But wait, there's more. Go ahead and take those legs straight out. So we're going to save some more thigh work for our Friday. We're going to take those hands straight out. Roll the shoulders away from those ears. Inhale, grow tall. So exhale, take it down for a roll down for 10. Shoulders and head get heavy before we roll back up. Core is corseted. Come on up. We got 9 more. 3 more, ladies. We're going to keep down on that last time. For 3, come on up. Big extension. Grow tall. For 2. Last one, and here we stay. Go ahead, remember, no elastic bands, no weights right now. Take that right knee to the chest and place your fingers on your shins. Let that knee get nice and heavy. Left leg is heavy on the mat, can be bent or straight, your preference. Right hand to the shin, inhale, knee closer. And now on the exhale, take it to the outside of that right shoulder. So we're working on the adductor, Getting a nice stretch on that inner thigh, we hold here. Come on back to center. Left hand to right knee, keep those shoulders grounded. Take that right knee across, find your twist, shine that right hip point up to the heavens. Once you land, you know you're welcome to take that right ear to the mat, yogi's choice. So again, feeling extension through the hips, through the intercostals, through that side body. Shoulders are always nice and heavy. You might even hear some cracking in your back. Come on back to center. Ladies, extend that leg straight up. Point the toes, flex the toes. Point the toes, flex the toes. Last time, point the toes, flex the toes. Option to take your strap on the arch of your foot if you like, or you can take your hands in behind your thigh or your calf. What you want to avoid is pulling up to the neck and the head. Let that leg get heavy. We're looking for extension to the back of that leg. If the toes are towards the shin, we activate the calf as well. So find the stretch you're looking for. Let's hold here. Release that, let that leg float above the hip, point the toe, little circles here. So we're just getting into that hip socket one more time. A few more circles in this direction. Welcome to bend that knee if you prefer. Little pause, sit in the other direction. Last one here. Pull the toes toward the shin. Now float that leg nice and slow. Let it arrive on the mat alongside the left. When it does, take that left knee to the chest, interlace your fingers on your shins, let that knee get heavy, and hold here. Now left hand to that knee. On the next exhale, let that knee get heavy. Let's find that length on that inner thigh, hold here. Come on back to center. Right hand to left knee, shoulders are heavy. Let that left knee cross the body, find your twist. You know that you're welcome to take a block under that knee if you like. And now take your left ear to the mat as you peek out those right fingers. Hold here. Last breath here. Go ahead and take the gaze and the knee back to center. Extend that leg straight up. Point the toe, flex the toe, point, flex one last time, point, and flex. From here again, you know you can grab your strap, reach for your leg, let that leg get heavy. Find some length in the back of that leg and hold. Go ahead and release that. And again, little circles on the ceiling in one direction. Welcome to bend the knee. A little pause, send it the other way. Take a pause. So ladies, we're gonna leave that left leg here. We're gonna point the toes to the shin. Two options here. We're gonna float that right leg high, and then we're gonna send those arms straight out, and we're just gonna switch, easier version. Okay, where the head and the shoulders are headed. You wanna increase it, the intensity, you can imprint through the small of the back, pull up through the neck, head, and the shoulders, and we're gonna hold on to one leg as one leg floats back, curl up a little bit more, and then switch it out for 10. You decide what makes sense. I'm gonna let my head go heavy. 9, 8, Last little bit of core, and then we're going to relax. 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay here for a second, ladies. So for those of you who are craving a little bit more core, there's a lot of requests for that. Pull the toes towards the shins, hands alongside of the body. Knees can be bent or straight. Easier if they're bent, harder if they're straight. And again, last time, we're just going to lower down to where we can hold that nice, firm imprint. There's that core connection. Last time, let's go for 10. For 3, for 2, and 1. Float those feet back down the mat in line with the knees and the hips. And now take the soles of the feet together. Let the knees get heavy. You're welcome to take one hand to belly and one hand to heart, or you can float those hands on the legs for now. And just encourage those knees towards the mat again. A little stretch here. And again. Those core crazies this morning, we're going to take those hands together. So again, here you know you can always grab a weight. Feel free to add on or get rid of a weight at any point in time. We keep imprinted through the core. We keep the shoulders and head heavy to start. I'm going to stay here. You have the option of taking those fingers up towards the toes as you lift the head and shoulders. Or you can just a little pulse here, your choice. For 10, 9. The goal is to really imprint. 7, 3, 2, last one, hold here. So even if your head and shoulders are down, I'm still engaging through my core. It's easier, but it's still doing a lot of good. You can even do these in bed. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release neck, head, and shoulders. Ladies, take one hand to belly, one hand to heart. Close your eyes. Now take that little magical tour around the body, checking in with muscles and joints, head space, energy level. Get a gauge on how you're feeling now versus when you first came to class. Let those sit bones get nice and heavy. Let those shoulders get nice and heavy with each exhale. Maybe those knees melt a little closer to the mat. Take a great big breath in. Feel the belly rise. Feel the chest rise. Feel those clavicles float up towards those ears. Hold that fullness. Exhale, let it go. 2 more just like that. Big breath in. We pause. Exhale, let it go. Last time, big breath in. Hold. Exhale, let it go. Now take those hands to the outside of those knees, bring those knees together. Extend through one leg, extend through the other leg. Take the right hand across the chest to the left shoulder. Take that left hand over the right arm to that right shoulder. Take your hands around the shoulders. Give yourself a great big hug. You did great. And now go ahead and release that and float your way into whatever version of Shavasana serves you best. Go ahead and use your props, your bolsters, your blocks, pillows that you have. Find your happy place on your mat, and I'm going to stay quiet for the next 5 minutes and we'll let you enjoy. You're slowly going to start to bring some awareness back to the body. There's absolutely no rush to do so. Start to introduce some awareness. Maybe you want to start with the extremities, fingers, toes, wrists, shoulders. Maybe take it towards the core. So wiggling through the hips, the torso might feel nice. Maybe a great big full body extension. Big body stretch, sending energy out in opposite directions. Always feels delicious. Maybe you want to roll onto one side and settle for a few breaths. And then, of course, when you're ready in your own time and in your own way, you'll find a seated position with a nice tall stacked spine. Let the shoulders rest heavy down the back. We'll take the hands to the heart. And always will bow to that heart in gratitude, grateful for everything that we can do, celebrating everything that we are. Take the thumbs to the third eye. I honor the place in you where the whole universe resides, and when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste.